today's part of the demonstration I'm going to do now is how to cut a chicken into supremes and escallops. So again, as before, first thing we do is actually check the chicken over, make sure that you've removed any of the fat from the vent end here, and that you have removed the wishbone. But first of all, we'll actually singe the feathers off.
Dancing chicken, where's the dancing chicken?
Now you quickly turn it over, making sure it doesn't sit in the heat for too long, just making sure you get all the feathers off, paying particular attention in the gaps here. That's done, we now take it back to the table. And then quickly just go over and remove any of the excess feathers. Right, so as before, the first thing that we do is actually remove the wishbone. So scraping down on the inside so that the bone is exposed, we then put the point of the knife just behind the bone, cut down, as you can see, just in there, behind the bone, cut down. And using your finger and thumb, just clean all the meat off the bone, all the way to the top. Once that's done, lift it out and just gently pull the wishbone back, and it comes out nice and clean. Now that we've taken the wishbone out, the next thing is to remove the leg. So what we do is this: hold the leg apart between finger and thumb, and we just cut through the skin. Then we turn it on its side, lifting the leg up and cut through the skin all the way down to the bottom of the carcass. Now just here, just this point here, that's the oyster, and we need that attached to the leg. So putting the point of the knife into the little socket, you cut round in a scallop to take the meat out of the oyster. Then we dislocate the leg, and then between the carcass and where the ball joints come, we cut through, holding the knife down against the carcass, cutting and then pulling the leg away, and that removes all the leg nice and clean. And we put that aside. We then do the same thing on the other side. So cutting between the skin, lifting up, cutting down through the skin towards the carcass. The second one is easier because you can actually see where the oyster is. Point of the knife in, scallop round, dislocate the leg, and again between the ball and the socket joint, knife onto the carcass, and then just pull away. That's the legs removed. We now need to do the breast part. So the first job is to cut between the elbow joint here and the main part. So in the middle, put your knife in and cut cleanly all the way around so that you can see all of the meat. Once you've gone all the way around and the bone is clear, you do exactly the same on the other side. Cut round so that it's nice and clean. As you can see here, nice and clean, there's no meat on the bone. Then taking your chopping knife and using this part here, getting as close as you can to the edge, we then remove the winglet and take off all of the... This is then trimmed up. The winglets are used for canapes and things like that. The end wing is used to go in stock. We then do exactly the same on the other side. Close as you can to the end of the joint, cut through, remove any of the... Cut the... There's our winglet. You now have nice clean any bits of on the end of the bone, we just clean it off. Now, positioning the chicken, you've got the central bone, cut down the middle of the central bone. Cutting, making sure that you follow the line of the carcass all the way down. You then cut through the joint, as you can see just there. Then we turn the chicken over on its side, lift it up, put in the knife, press down against the carcass, gentle cutting there and pulling the breast or the supreme off. You just follow all along the rib cage, so it's all cleanly done. And then just pull it off. And that's our breast removed, or supreme. We do exactly the same on the other side, but what we do here is we make sure that we pull the meat right over so that we get all of the meat out of that central piece. Cutting down the middle of the bone and then lightly releasing the meat and following the natural line down. Make sure that you've got your wing bone out so that when you cut down it becomes part of the breast. Through the joint, then lifting it up, following the carcass down and just gently releasing the meat and pull it away. Then if you've got a large, we just trim that off, that's not used. So you've now got your carcass and your two wing breasts. This would be used for stock. Your chicken's ready for whatever you want to use it for. With the legs, first job is you actually pull the skin back, cut around the skin so that it releases